What's up, YouTube? It's TP Locks here, bringing you guys my 11th month Dreadlock update. So, as you guys can probably tell, I got my tips dyed, man. The color that I used, I don't really have a particular color. I didn't really buy a conventional like pack of color. I bought some bleach. I think it's like a L'Oreal bleach kit corrected or something like that. I wish I had the box. But I bought that. I left it on for about an hour and 20 minutes, I think, per Jimmy Got Soul's request. And yeah, this is how it came out. I have had my hair dyed before, I think probably around my 6th month. I dyed my hair. I didn't like how it turned out, so I covered it back. And now I'm, about 15 days out from my 1 year, and I decided, hey, let's bring it back, The difference between back then is I had way less separation between the dye and, my actual hair color. Now I've got like a good little, good little effect. I really do love my color. Cool thing about it is because it still has some red tones in it. So it's not as, it's got a lot of warmth to it, with those red tones as a result. I really like it. I've now washed and conditioned this hair a lot. So, it's kind of at a space where it feels pretty good. I don't know if you guys can, but yeah. This is my hair right now. There's a lot of misconceptions about bleach. I could definitely tell you that bleaching your hair can cause negative effects. So if you are not, if you've never done it before, if you've never seen anybody do it before, if you haven't looked up or researched any information about it, please do your research. Improperly using bleach on your hair can ruin your hair. So just keep that in mind. But otherwise, it's a pretty easy procedure. One thing I can tell you is if you have locks, I know a lot of people have complained about, using dyes and not getting the desired result or the desired color. Keep in mind that our hair is prone to be a little bit more thick, especially dreadlocks. A lot of times they can carry product as well if you haven't got a thorough wash. So it's going to be really important that you leave that hair or leave that bleach on a little bit additional time. In the past, when I have followed simply the box instructions, it just hasn't worked for me. It hasn't worked out for me. I don't know if that's been the case for you all, but for me, I know instead of getting the blonde that I want, my hair will go from like a rich dark brown to a rich, light red, which isn't what you want. So remember that if you are trying to dye your hair successfully, make sure you leave that product on or that bleach on a little bit longer. Also make sure that the bleach that you're using is a pretty strong variety. I don't know how the number scale works. I know there's 20 volume and 40 volume and different increments of volume. Whichever one that is the strongest, I would recommend using that one. Just because if you don't want to have bleach in your hair the longer time, you definitely want to get the stronger product. And it seems to work a little bit more. With these locks, you're not just dealing with one strand of hair, you're dealing with several strands of hair, And so in order to infiltrate several strands of hair all simultaneously, you're gonna need to leave that product on, you're gonna need to apply it liberally, and you're gonna need to leave it for an additional amount of time. But yeah, when it comes to bleaching your hair, I think it gets a bad rap. You can definitely do it the right way. We've seen several lockers do. You got Dynasty TV, you got Gunther the Great, you got Jimmy Got Soul, those are the big ones. But they've all done it successfully. I think the most recent lock dyer was Dynasty TV, and his locks look amazing. So just keep that in mind, you guys. Bleaching your hair does not have to be a damaging process. Now, there is going to be a certain extent of damage just by virtue of using chemicals on your hair, but understanding that process does not have to be detrimental to your locks if done the right way. So keep that in mind. I'm glad you guys are able to get to see my locks, man. This is my length right about now. I don't know, my last video I did was my 9th month update. So you guys can kind of compare and contrast the length from then to now. It's pretty drastic as far as new developments go. I've been trying to minimize the twisting that I do. So usually I will still get my hair a wash every 2 weeks, and then I won't retwist it. And this can be difficult sometimes, but I'm at a good space with my locks where I'm just pretty confident in the way that they hang, the way that they lay even after wash, where I can just do that.
If you're just starting out, excuse me for that burp.
If you're just starting out, this may not be the case for you up until, 7th, 8th month mark. For between that first 5 months, it is very difficult to wash and just go. You can do it, but aesthetically that might not be something that you find desirable for you. If you are, by all means. But I, because I do suffer from pretty excessive dandruff, I do have to keep a maintained wash. As far as my products go, it's usually just a light oil of some sorts. I haven't really been consistent with my products as far as using just one. So I will kind of diversify it, but for the most part, I make sure that I keep either tea tree oil, almond oil, or some sort of oil on my scalp.
Got buried in the snow. And then I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna.
Okay. Hi, Layla. So my wife and daughter came back. But yeah, we are now dyed up and fried up. Hi, Layla. You want to say hi to the camera? It's I think it's about that time. TP Locks signing out. If you have any questions about the dyeing process, feel free to ask. Yeah, I think I said all I can say. As far as my regimen goes, like I said, haven't really changed too much. I'll typically wake up in the morning, spray it down with a little water oil mixture, comb it through my hair with my fingers, directly apply oil to my scalp, usually about 2 or 3 times a week. And usually I just go. At night I wear either a do-rag or a satin cap or some sort of bonnet over my head. Usually I'll do that just to make sure that I'm not, letting go any of the moisture that I've just put in probably at night or within the day. But it's really important that you cover your hair because again, especially if you're dyeing your hair and you're drying it out with product like that, you want to make sure that you can retain as much moisture as possible. So make sure you sleep with your do-rags and your bonnets. Please, please, please do that. That's a must. I don't think I have anything else. I think with my daughter and wife here, I think it's about that time to go. But I just want this video to be quick little update. I am at my 11th month, 15 days, it'll be my 1 year. Just tuning in so y'all can see this product, man, or this progress. All right, TP Locks, signing out.